guys, JB and Minot here, and I'm going to talk about the last pickups for the month of 2017. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Here we go. I bought this from Walmart, Unbox, Newbie's Adventure. It's kind of like a Mario 64 clone, only with a cardboard box instead of Mario. And it's not really worth the price. The controls are horrible. It's probably the worst Switch game I've bought so far. The controls are just plain awful. You can't aim the jumps properly. It's just, you don't know if you're going to land or if you're going to fall. It's just so... the game's frankly kind of garbage. Unless you're a collector, I'd wait until it goes into the... I wouldn't even pick it up in the bargain bin. Okay, Batman, the Telltale Games. I bought this at GameStop for $29. It was the last copy. Some Telltale games I like, some I don't. This one's got a whole first season. Apparently there was a second season, but there's that. It's mostly a quick-time event game, but it's getting really good reviews. I guess the story, but I'm not really into story. I'm more into gameplay. And sometimes these Telltale games, the gameplay can be fun or it can be simple. RBI Baseball 2017. Not getting great reviews, but it's I guess the comeback of classic RBI Baseball. But I bought this for 19 bucks not too long after it was released. Okay, Sonic Forces Bonus Edition. This game's getting a whole lot of flack. I don't know why. It's not a bad game, but there's nothing special about it. I think it costs too much from the get-go. It's a good game. It's just not worth full price for it. If you can get it used, which this one is, or for a lower price, I think you'd enjoy it if you're a Sonic fan. I enjoy it so far. Okay, now this is a game strictly from GameStop. Party Planet. It's a series of mini games. You gotta play some mini games before you open up the rest of them. There's over 30 of them, from what I understand. And the concept behind most of them are pretty unique. It's just the controls aren't as cooperative as they could be. And some of these games, they start out tough. And but if you can have the patience, it's something interesting, worth opening up all the mini games. Some mini games are more interesting than others. Some of them are just plain dickish and unfun. It's a mixed bag. It's good for a bargain price, not for 40 bucks. That's the problem with a lot of Switch games now. They're just too expensive for what they are. Before, the complaint was there weren't enough Switch games. Now the complaint is they're really too much for what they sell. And you know, if they can lower some of the price of some of these lower end games, that'd be great. And my last but not least, The End Is Nigh. This is from one of the makers of Super Meat Boy. And it's basically a platformer, and it's a tough platformer so far. You play as this black blob at the end of the world, and his video game no longer works. And so he's out trying to find friends and whatnot and collect things. I haven't gotten very far in it because it is a tough game straight from the get-go. But if you like Super Meat Boy, I hear this is getting kick-ass reviews, and I like it. It's just tough as hell. Okay. Now, word of warning: if you buy Monopoly for the Switch, don't buy Monopoly for the Switch. I bought 2 copies of Monopoly for the Switch. I had to switch them out, and both of them refused to load. And I went online. I found out that you have to, while it's loading, maybe shut the power off to your Switch, and then it'll finally load. But I heard it's glitchy once you start to play the game, and it's just bad. They need to really, unless they come out with an announcement, Hasbro, and I doubt it because Monopoly's kind of a low-end type video game. Unless they come up with a patch for it, do not buy it. Buyer beware. If you're patient enough to sit through the glitches, fine. I wasn't. Okay, guys, these are my, or I am patient. I just found out about the glitches after I turned in the game. These are my pickups, my last pickups for 2017. That brings my Switch collection up to 34 games. 34 games in 10 months. That's pretty good. And the 3DS is kind of dying right now. The Vita is kind of dying. You got to kind of go out of your way to get new Vita games. So this will be my console of choice for a while, and I love it. I love it, and I think everybody else who buys a Switch will love it too. Anyhow, those are my pickups, and you all hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day. Forget Kwanzaa, and Happy New Year's, Happy 2018. I've had a decent 2017. Could have been better. I think 2018 will be even better than that. In the meantime, God bless. Bye bye.